Before the city wakes, Sentu rises from beneath his mosquito net by the roadside. Through the lively streets of this busy city, one man walks quietly. He is a cobbler, a familiar face to many in this city. He waits in silence, unsure if the day will bring enough work to get by. For most people, morning begins at home. For them, it begins by the roadside, beneath a mosquito net and the open sky. For Sentu Das, morning begins by the roadside. As he wakes and folds away his mosquito net, another day begins here. With little to call his own, Sentu rises quietly, hoping that today's work will bring enough to carry him through another day. This roadside is where he spends the entire year, through monsoon rains, storms, cold winter nights, and every hardship in between. His life is a constant struggle, simply to endure. After waking, he moves his few belongings to a designated place, as they cannot be kept in front of the shops during the day. With no bathroom or proper place to freshen up, he begins his morning at a roadside tap, brushing his teeth and washing his face in the open. With a box over his shoulder and a bag in hand, he sets out for another day of work. Like every other day, he walks through the city, searching for a place where his work may earn him something. His breakfast begins with a single biscuit, eaten quietly by the roadside. With no home or kitchen of his own, a proper morning meal is rarely possible. He follows it with a cup of tea, a small comfort before the long day begins. For him, even this simple cup of tea offers a brief moment of warmth in an uncertain morning. After his tea, he stops at a nearby shop for a cigarette, a familiar part of his daily routine, though not a healthy one. With a cigarette in hand, he returns to the same spot on the pavement where he sits each day, a familiar pause in an otherwise uncertain life. He carefully sharpens the chisel he uses to cut leather and shoe straps.
My name is Sentu. I'm originally from Kushtia, but I've been living in Rajshahi for many years. I'm around 50 to 55 years old. I walk about 15 to 20 kilometers a day, and by the end, my whole body aches. Some people come to me for work, but after I finish, they leave without paying. It hurts because even a small amount means a lot to me.
With no work at the moment, he quietly cleans and prepares his tools. The better he cares for his tools, the better his work becomes. The day has begun, and he is ready to work. But as time passes without a single customer, worry grows, leaving him to scan the street, hoping someone will stop and offer him work. With no customers in sight, he sets out on foot once again in search of work. He does not know what the day will bring, only that he must keep walking into the unknown.
স্যান্ডেল জুতার সেলাই স্যান্ডেল জুতার সেলাই জুতা স্যান্ডেল সেলাই কালে স্যান্ডেল সেলাই করাবেন স্যান্ডেল সেলাই ব্যাগ সেলাই ব্যাগের চেন লাগাই
After hours of walking in search of work, he finally finds a customer with a sandal to repair. He works on it with great care, knowing that the better he restores it, the more he may earn. And even the smallest payment means a great deal to him. To most people, it may seem like a simple sandal repair. But for him, every stitch and every small payment matters. It helps him buy food and continue through another uncertain day. With steady hands, he carefully stitches the worn sandal, making it ready for the road again. His hands may look tired, but they continue to work with patience and care. Once the stitching is done, he gently colors the sandal, giving it a renewed look, as if he too longs to brighten the hardship of his own life. It may be a small job in the eyes of others, but for him, it is a means of survival. So he does it with patience, care, and the best skill he has. The money he receives is his first earning of the day. A small amount, yet an important support for the long hours ahead. After completing just one job, sudden rain brings his day to a halt. With no customers to serve, he visits a nearby shop to have his scissors sharpened. As the shopkeeper sharpens his scissors, he watches closely, knowing that the sharper the blade, the better his work, and perhaps the better his day may go. Once the scissors are sharpened, he carefully checks the blade to make sure it is ready for work. His first earnings of the day were spent entirely on sharpening his scissors, leaving him with nothing.
Some people respect this work while others do not. Still, I continue because I have been doing it since childhood. I never learned another trade, and this is the only work I know. I don't earn as much as I used to. Business is a little better in winter, but during the rainy season, there is hardly any income at all.
Despite the harsh weather, he keeps walking through the city's streets and alleys in search of work. Giving up is not an option. Without a customer, there is no income. And without income, there may be no meal at the end of the day. He may be exhausted, but he cannot afford to slow down. Hunger keeps him moving forward. At last, he finds another customer. Sitting on the pavement, he carefully begins repairing the worn sandal. These hands have repaired countless shoes, yet life has offered him little comfort in return. With no fixed workplace and no certainty of another customer, he keeps stitching, because stopping may mean going without food. For him, patience is not a choice. It is part of survival. Every repaired shoe helps him move one small step further through an uncertain life. By noon, he has earned almost nothing, not even enough for a proper meal. But hunger cannot wait, so he settles for a single shingara, hoping it will give him enough strength to keep moving. To many, a single shingara may seem like very little. But for him, with no other choice, it becomes a precious meal, enough to ease his hunger and help him carry on. Perhaps one or two more would have filled his stomach, but with no money left, he drinks some water, trying to quiet a hunger he cannot afford to satisfy. After finishing his modest meal, he returns to the city streets in search of work. The city is vast, but for him, every road holds the possibility of earning a living. No matter how far he must walk, he keeps moving, hoping the next opportunity is somewhere ahead. After walking for a long time, he finally finds another customer, bringing a small sense of relief. With no proper place to sit along these narrow streets, he must work by the roadside, exposed to passing traffic. Yet many people carefully make their way around him, a simple act of consideration that means a great deal.
জুতা স্যান্ডেল সেলাই কালে স্যান্ডেল জুতার সারাবেন স্যান্ডেল জুতার সেলাই জুতা স্যান্ডেল সেলাই কালে
From time to time, he calls out, letting people know he is there and ready to work.
স্যান্ডেল জুতার সেলাই স্যান্ডেল সেলাই করাবেন
As the weather worsens and the rain continues, he searches for a safe place to sit and take shelter. With no umbrella, he pulls the towel from his neck over his head, trying to shield himself from the rain. He takes shelter on the platform at Rajshahi railway station, safe from the rain while still hoping for a customer. Even in this weather, one small job could help him earn a little more for the day. The weather grows darker as clouds gather overhead. Yet even with worry and exhaustion weighing on his heart, his hands continue to work steadily, because every small job still carries a little hope. Exhausted and discouraged, he scans the platform with weary eyes, still hoping that one or two more customers may come his way. His eyes reveal only disappointment, as the day has brought him very little income. Finding no more customers on the platform, he heads toward the main gate of Rajshahi railway station, hoping the busier crowd there may bring the work he desperately needs. A railway station is more than a place of arrivals and departures. For many small workers and street vendors, it is where each day begins, with humble work, uncertain earnings, and the hope of making a living. He reaches out to feel whether the rain has stopped. For people like him, rain brings little comfort. It often takes away their chance to earn. During the monsoon, rain does more than soak the streets. It takes away the work many people depend on. With no secure shelter or steady income, every downpour brings another uncertain hour. For workers like him, the rain is not a comfort. It is another obstacle between them and their next meal. With no work for hours, he sits quietly beside the station gate. He has earned a little, but perhaps not enough, and may be wondering whether he can afford a proper meal tonight. In today's fast-moving world, few people stop long enough to notice lives like his. His struggles remain unseen, his pain unheard, and the story in his heart is rarely asked about. While the world keeps moving forward, he continues quietly, carrying burdens that most people never truly see. Yet even a little kindness and compassion from us can ease some of their suffering. A gentle drizzle may feel romantic to many, but for daily wage workers, it brings little comfort. Every hour of rain can mean lost work, lost income, and an uncertain meal. For workers like him, today has brought little but disappointment, as the rain has left the streets quiet and business almost non-existent. His heart is heavy, as he has begun to accept that there may be little or no work left for him today. As evening approaches, this may be his final repair of the day.
আজ 300 টাকার মতো কাজ পেয়েছি।
Today I earned only 300 taka, less than $3.
যখন বৃষ্টি হয় তো ভিজতে হয়, বিছনা খাতা গুছিয়ে নিয়ে বসে থাকতে হয়।
As you saw at the beginning, this roadside is where I live. When the rain comes, I have to gather everything and sit with nowhere else to go. Winter is even harder. The cold cuts through me and the suffering is more than I can put into words. My father and grandfather did this work, and despite the hardships, I carry on the trade.
As evening falls, he returns to the place where his day began. He will remain there into the night, hoping one more customer may come. Night has fallen, and he washes his hands and face at a nearby roadside eatery before having his meal. His dinner is a plate of khichuri with a small serving of mashed potatoes. After a long day, he eats with quiet satisfaction. To others, it may seem simple, but to him, it tastes like a royal feast.